Hello everyone! Today we're going to talk about 15-minute sessions that you can do with your toddlers ages 1 to 3 to get them ready for preschool. So learning all of those preschool basics such as colors, shapes, numbers, letters, body parts. They're going to learn language and speech. And the best part yet is that they're going to be bonding with their parents. And this alone will help their brain development as well. So let's get started with the first thing that we use for our sessions, and that is flashcards. Flashcards are just a great way to teach information very fast. So this is for children 1 to 3 years old. You can start with younger children as well. You can start with children as young as, I want to say 8 months. If they're sitting down already, they can sit up on their own. You can put them on a high chair with some snacks, and then you can flash the flashcards. And you want to start off with one set of flashcards at a time if they're that young, and as they get older you want to add a little more. You don't want them to get tired or upset with the flashcards. That's the point. You want to make it fun for them. So let's go over some of the flashcards that I use for my toddlers and that they're going to need to learn for preschool. So we have colors. A lot of these I'm going to link below so that you can print out for free. So we have colors. We have, these are letters. So these are letter sounds that I'm going to be flashing. So I recommend to flash letter sounds instead of letter names. Because when children learn their letter sounds and they begin to blend those sounds, they're reading. And if you teach letter names, they cannot do anything with the letter names. I do, however, teach the letter names with a song and showing them a chart, because they do need to learn that as well. But I always start off with letter sounds because it's really going to give them a head start. Then I have numbers 1 through 10, and as they get better, you can move on to number 1 through 20 as well. I also have shapes, all of those basic shapes. And then lastly, I have body parts. And I printed these out, I want to say like 10 years ago. I just printed out some pictures off the internet. And I put them here and I laminated them. I put rings on these as well after I hole punched them. But I'm going to see if I can find some body part flashcards that I can link below for you. So those are the flashcards that I use. There's only one more set that I haven't shown you here, and that is first words. And as the child starts to get a little older, you want to start helping them with their vocabulary and with their speech. So first words are just great, and they're just going to know the names of these. At first, you're just going to be flashing them, and even if they cannot speak, they're going to be learning the vocabulary. Then they're going to start repeating after you. And then they're going to come to a point where they're going to be able to point and tell you the name. I want to show you another one that I really love for littles, and this was called My First Words, and it's called Touch and Feel Picture Cards. I love these because they have a sensory output. They all have these little feely things so that you can feel the different textures on here. We got this cat here. You can feel the fur on the cat. And these are just first words. It doesn't bring that many of them, but I think it's a good introduction to first words for littles. And when you're going over the flashcards, you just want to say it really loud and excited. Car. Mirror. You want to look in the mirror? Who do you see there? Who do you see there? You want to ask them questions even if they don't answer. And just go over the different first words. This is going to be great for their vocabulary and their speech. So let me show you now how I do like a sample session with the flashcards. So I have these little pointers here, and I'll ask the child, do you want to pick a pointer out today? Go ahead and pick a pointer out. Okay. And then let me show you. Let's go ahead and start with maybe the letter sounds. So at first, when the child is small, I will just flash. I will not require the child to repeat after me because they're not really verbal yet. So I'll just flash them like this. A, B, K, D, E, F. And I have a whole video on the letter sounds and how to flash the short vowel sounds for teaching reading. And this is just a great thing because, again, when I said once they learn their letter sounds, they can begin to blend those sounds and read. And that is how all of my children learn to read by the age of 3. And I have a whole video tutorial on that I can link below. So I will not use the pointers right away. For young children that are nonverbal, I will simply just flash. And it'll take 1 minute a day to flash letter sounds, which are very important to start flashing. So Gabby, ready? Just want you to look and hear, okay? A, B, K, D, A, G. Now Gabby, I just want you to point. A, B, K, D. Now we're gonna use our pointer. Go ahead and point with your pointer now. Go ahead, ready? I'm gonna say and you're gonna point. A, B, K, D, A. As the child listens and they become verbal and they get a little older, they can start repeating with you now. A, B, K, D, A. And as they get better, they can do it on their own. Ready, Gabby?
A, B, K.
Yes, very good. So that is how we do the flashcards. First, I just flash them very quickly. It shouldn't take more than 1 minute at a time. And then I start having the child point and repeat with me. And finally, then they just point and say what they're looking at on their own. Once they know it, you can test them. What is this?
Circle.
Circle. What's this?
Heart.
Heart. What's this?
Oval.
Okay, good job. So that is how you would do the flashcard sessions. And for a child that's 3 years old, I will do all of the flashcards. But with a child that's first starting off, I'll just start off with 1 or 2 sets of the flashcards. I want to show you something else now. It's important to read to your children. If there's anything that you can do, if there's one single thing that you can do to get your children ahead in education, is to read to them. And when they're this little, you want to do repetitive books. Read repetitive books. They may seem boring to you, but these books are extremely helpful to prepare children for reading as they are memorizing the repetitive books. They're learning vocabulary, phonemic awareness. They're learning the rhymes. And so let me share with you some of the ones I have here. I have Dr. Seuss ABCs. I have 5 Little Ducks. Brown, Brown Bear. The Ants Go Marching By. 5 Green and Speckled Frogs. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. And these are just some of the ones that I have. You want to start off with 5 or 6, and you could also get them at your library. I do have a whole video on repetitive books that I'll link below as well. And then something else you can have is a nursery treasury, where you can have here different nursery rhymes that you can read to your children, and there's songs in here as well. Let me show you a little rhyme, for example. Higgly Piggly Pop, the dog has eaten the mop. The pig's in a hurry, the cat's in a flurry, higgly piggly pop. And it has little pictures in here. And it's fun, and they're learning these little rhymes. And this is an old treasury book that I got as a gift, as a hand-me-down in my family. So it's been around for a long time. It's gotten a lot of wear on it. And I want to share with you another resource. This is the last one I want to share with you. This is called the Toddler Learning Folder. And I created this folder when my oldest, which is almost 13, when she was 1.5. And I wanted to find an interactive way to teach all of those preschool concepts that I shared with you here, such as colors, numbers, body parts, shapes. And I went even a little further, and I even have continents in here and planets. And I use a lot of visual discrimination. So let me show you what it looks like. It's a matching folder. And again, it has a lot of wear and tear because I've used it for over 10 years. And all of my 5 children have used this wonderful Toddler Learning Folder. I will be linking it below if you guys want a copy of it. So basically, I would just print out these pages and I would laminate them, and they would match these. So it would take it another level, because now they know their colors, but now they have to match, and they have to look here and use their visual discrimination, which is a crucial skill to learn before preschool. So here we have colors, we have shapes, we have fruits, and it's again all matching. So it's really fun and interactive for children. Here we have farm animals, and at first you really do have to help them because they don't understand the whole concept of matching. But once they know how to point, that's when you can start teaching them how to match. And here we have body parts, and it's just a great folder that my kids have really loved. I'll link it below in the description box. So this is how I would do the preschool sessions. And to make it easy for yourselves, you can get a little box and you can put all of your things in here, like your flashcards and your repetitive books, all the things that you're going to use for your 15-minute sessions. And then when it's time to work with your toddlers, you just pull out your box and you're ready to go. You're going to absolutely love these sessions with your children, and they're going to learn so much, and they're going to love these sessions as well. I hope that you have enjoyed the video, and I'll link below any resource that I mentioned and some of the free flashcards as well. I'll see you all in the next video. Say bye.